You talking shit? She talking shit?
Shit you was talking. All that shit you was talking. Talk shit about it.
You was talking the most shit. You was talking the most shit.
His question is, why you talking shit?
Yeah, what the fuck is going on, shit talkers? My name is Face Funk, aka Joshua Ryan Perez, and to my right,
Oh, it's your boy Kirby from Kirby's Cups, and I feel on. I feel good. I feel great. I feel blessed. So we want to welcome you to the Talking Shit Podcast, episode 40.
Oh shit, this is episode 40.
That's what I want. That's all. Yo, I don't know if you noticed. I was hyped when we started. I was like going crazy. I'm like, yo, we at number motherfucking 40.
Oh, is that why? Is that
Yeah,
why? I thought you were just trying to amp yourself up.
I was like, yo, 40, but I didn't want to talk.
I ignored it because I'm like, Kirby, I don't know what the fuck he's fucking. I was a little concerned. I'm like, I don't know if I should maybe have an intervention on the podcast and ask him if he's doing coke but okay. All right.
I'm fucking
Yo, we're on episode
excited.
40.
We're on
Wait.
episode 40.
Damn. Yeah, listeners. Y'all listening right now, and I want to let you guys know. I right now want to try to come up with a specific thing to talk about that has to do with the number 40. I'm going to think about this while we talk about some of the other stuff.
Okay.
But we got to talk about something that has to do with 40. We have to.
Well, I already got one thing.
Erectile dysfunction. We're gonna talk about that at some point during the episode. But no, man, thank you so much for listening. Here we are doing another episode of the Talking Shit Podcast. Yo, Kirby, how was your week, man?
Oh man, an incredible, phenomenal week. A great week. It was a good week. Really no downs. A lot of ups. Business is doing good. My
Business is booming.
my boy. Shout out to my boy Juan Cannon.
Hey,
from fucking,
Juan.
you know, he got back from LA. I was with him yesterday. Had an incredible weekend. Did this amazing pop-up event at Fresh Aesthetic.
First off, don't shout out Juan. He's not here.
No, but I'm still showing.
Huh?
I'm still giving him love.
No one.
He's showing me love.
You should have came through and
Yeah,
chill with us.
But now you know what it is?
out.
I gotta respect it. He only had 4 days in New York. He had to make sure you know.
I feel you got to maximize
his opportunities.
But you want to know the fact of the matter is, we are part of maximization.
We
you
are,
feel me?
motherfucker.
All right?
Nah, but shout out to Juan. So I did
Shout out
that.
to Juan.
I did a dope fashion show event, which was really fucking cool. Like I was there, and I'm like really there. Like it was one of those situations where I don't know if that happens to you when you do your work, where you're like, damn, I'm not supposed to be here, but I am supposed to be here. If you know what I mean. Meaning like from where we come from and like shit that, you know, experiences, and then with what I'm doing to be like in a real nice legit, this is like a legit fashion show, media, press, all that kind of good shit. So that was really cool experience.
Yeah, I think about that every time I get in one of my vehicles, like my car. I'm like, I'm not supposed to have this.
Yeah.
And then when I get in my house and I wake up, but I don't know if it's because of where I come from or because I'm overspending. I'm not sure. It's one of the two. It's like I'm not supposed to have this because I shouldn't have this.
Because I shouldn't be having this right now.
Or because I'm beating the odds. It's one of the two.
I try to go with the beating the odds.
Yeah.
But overall it was good. Overall, what about you, my brother?
How was my week?
How was your week?
How was my week? I gotta start writing shit down, man. I say this every episode. Let's go through the week. All right, my therapy was fucking awesome. All right, I always give you guys an update.
You know what was
therapy.
cool? We chilled midweek.
We did shit, did we?
Yeah, we went to get that food, Spanish food.
This week? Oh yeah, we went to Little Caridad.
Yeah.
What did we do?
We just chilled in my crib. That's what
I got a new cylinder of CBD oil.
Oh yes, you did tell me that, but you said it tasted like a little weed.
It does. It tastes like
try
bud. Do I have it on me? If I have it on me, you gotta try it. Listen, try it right now. Hold on.
Oh, you got it on you?
Taste this out. Taste
Let me
that.
see what this is about.
Yeah, go ahead.
But go ahead. So go
No,
ahead.
I want y'all. I want them to hear you guys. All right. Yo, y'all take big hits. Y'all crackheads.
Is that I'm a stoner?
You gotta make it work, baby.
It definitely got a little. You want a little rip?
I haven't from before.
Okay.
First off, y'all sharing my gape pen like
It got a little weed taste to it.
like none of y'all eat ass, and you ain't a vampire, so y'all need to relax.
It definitely. I don't even know if it's a weed taste. It has a taste to
It's
it
hemp.
though.
It's like a hemp taste.
Yeah, it got a taste to it because I could taste it.
It's like an earthy.
Yeah,
I don't like
It's
it.
different than because the other one I didn't even really taste it, to be honest. The other one.
The other one was like strawberry.
Yeah.
So like this one is like I don't know. And it makes
I think
me,
it's a flavor. You might not just like.
no,
the
it's
flavor.
strawberry. This is supposed to be strawberry flavor.
Supposed to be.
But the thing is about it, it's a strawberry flavor with it tastes like.
But I don't trust
terpenes.
it. I don't trust it because you bought it from motherfucker from Park Slope, so I don't trust it.
Park Slope people are like bad people.
I just don't trust it. I don't trust it.
I'm like, damn.
I don't
He sold it out of his stroller. There's a little dog there.
I know that they call the cop on ice cream trucks out there. It does taste like chemically, right?
I don't even know. Speaking of chemically, bro, you been seeing the K2 fucking situation?
That shit been around since I'm a kid, bro.
No, yeah.
It's not new to me.
But you seen like the zombie fest that happened on a corner?
Oh, there was
Like 14 junkies?
It
Yo.
happened again at like Myrtle
Wyckoff?
not Myrtle Wyckoff. It's the other one.
Myrtle Broadway?
That's like always goes.
Yeah, and that's the
Because
main
that
area
one
where they have
place.
mad K2 there.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. This is something I never actually said out loud. When I was a teenager, I worked in a K2 factory.
What?
I swear to God.
Excuse me?
So my it sounds weird. I know it's fucking. This is weird. I know. But listen, hear me out. So, rest in peace. One of my late best friend Billy. He was working at some place. He was making money, cash, and we were both in high school. And I'm like, yo, what's up? Hook me up. I'm trying to make some money. I was like, selling like nicks and dimes at the time.
Little
I'm like,
hustles.
yeah, I want to make some more cash. He's like, all right. He's like, I'm gonna bring you in on it. He's like, but you just, don't. I'm not crazy, is what he told me. I'm like, all right, well, listen, I don't care. Money's money. Yo, I go into it. It's this warehouse in Brooklyn, and it's like hidden. You wouldn't even know what it is. You go in there, bro. There's just giant like, the big plastic bins, like those, but big
container, like big containers,
like couple 5-gallon containers,
Yeah.
and they're just filled with like
the K2
this plant, whatever the plant is, right? And then what they're doing is they're literally just pouring acetone on it, just pouring acetone, tons of acetone, and then letting it dry out with these dehumidifiers that they're putting, and the dehumidifiers are just taking the liquid out of it. And what our job was to weigh out the sizes. So we would weigh out like 0.8s, 0.8s,
shit.
and put them in the containers. So
literally a fucking New Jack City
for
type
real,
of operation.
like we were the naked bitches.
Naked bitches out there.
money.
For real. So like now we weren't even allowed to touch money. It was it was some Jewish dude, right? So like,
Of course not.
and they would just give me like they give us like $150, $200 a day, a night. We do overnight.
Yeah.
So like we'd be there from like maybe 11 p.m. to like 3 a.m. just bagging, weighing. And I remember thinking to myself, I didn't know what K2 was. I'll be honest with you, I've never been a drug person.
Yeah.
I was more of a wild boy.
Yeah.
And when I found out about what it was later on from one of my friends who were in the military, because you can smoke weed in the military, so they would smoke K2 as a supplement because you could pass the test.
Yeah.
I was like, I was really out here contributing to the fact that I'm killing my people.
But
I was gonna say, was
the shit that baffled me, I guess. But we have cigarettes, so I guess it should. But what baffled me when I first saw K2, literally in the packaging it says, "Do not smoke this product."
Yeah.
This product is not meant to be smoked.
Literally, it's supposed to be an incense.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an incense thing. So I'm like, who was the first genius to say? And I'm obviously I'm being sarcastic when I say genius, to say, yeah, let me smoke this shit.
It's crazy.
And then but I didn't really know about K2 till like maybe I didn't know about it for I'm gonna say 7-8 years ago is when I first heard about it.
Mine's a little more, probably.
So like 7-8 years ago is when I heard about it. And then one of my boys, because he didn't want to fail the drug test, so he got on it. And I used to joke on his ass, like, get the fuck out of here with that fake ass weed shit or whatever. And I have an experience with it. I don't think I should have in this podcast, but. So I was at my boy's crib. I got there. His brother was infamous of smoking K2. Like, he was just infamous. He was older brother, just a wild boy.
It's crazy.
He's just infamous for smoking that
You
shit.
see that's K2 Jose.
Why are you assuming he's Hispanic?
So I come to the crib.
We got call him out on his racism. What's going on?
Right,
What's going on?
Right, it should have been
K2 Bobby? K2 Bobby?
Should have been Take-Two Kevin. Right?
Anyway,
That sounds like a rap name, though. K2 Kevin?
Kevin definitely sounds
K2
like a rap
like a
Yeah,
trapper.
that's free for y'all.
A trapper
I
right
take
there.
every opportunity I can to call Royce out because he's pro-choice Royce. He is the moral compass. So when he strays off, I gotta
you gotta get
keep
him
him in
on.
his place.
Yeah, you gotta keep
Compliance
me honest.
officer
You gotta
over
do
here.
better.
Yeah, do better.
so-
Royce. We are horrible, so you got to be better than us.
So I pull up to the crib. It's my boy, his brother there. They smoking. I already know his brother's big K2 guy. So I go to my boy with, yo, bro, which one of these is the regular bud and which one's the K2? And my boy, he's like, oh, this one right here. This is the bud. I'm like, all right, cool. I take a hit of that shit. I hit it. Literally, bro, as soon as I take a hit, I feel a fucking rush through my body. Like, just hits me like from the top of my head to my toes. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I got to be real with you for a second. This is all your fault. And the reason why it's all your fault is because K2 and weed look very different.
They were both wrapped in the same kind of blunt. They weren't like
they were rolled.
Bro, I asked them which one because they were both smoking 2 L's, and I knew his brother is a K2 kid.
I didn't know they were pre-rolled.
They were pre-rolled already. I was like, yo, which one? So my boy, he did the stupid ass. Let me smell it. He goes, yo, this is the one right here. This is the weed one.
They don't
All
even
right, cool.
smell like weed. Your boy's a fucked up.
He's an asshole. He was high. He was
and
an
then
asshole.
Another thing is, you are also wrong because
No, I'm
you
still
smoked
wrong.
the pre-rolled blunt. Come on.
No, but it's my best friend. But whatever.
Okay,
It is what
that's
it is.
your best friend. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
When I tell you the name after the show, you're gonna be like, oh,
So
you get it.
So you enter the Matrix.
Yeah, so it literally hits me. And for some reason, I'm like, damn, this is either some amazing weed that I've never had before, because I've never had weed give me that experience, or this is some other. I take another 2 more hits, because because I'm a stoner, so it's just like, you know, it's just a habit. So I take another two more hits.
Watch you smoke
Take
this.
another 2 more hits.
Like a crackhead.
And all of a sudden, I'm like, nah, I don't feel right. So I go to my mom, I'm like, yo, bro, you sure this is fucking bud, bro? Nigga takes it again. He goes to go take a little. He goes, oh, my bad, son. That's the K2. I'm like, you fuck. Yo, I was so fucking livid, bro. Like, I was like, yo, I had to go to my room and, like, literally, like, be in my room by myself and, like, calm the fuck down. Like, all right, bro, everything's going to be all right, bro. You're not going to die. You're not going to die. You're going to be okay, bro. But I'm fucking.
He's talking himself down from the edge.
I'm in the dark. I'm in all four dark. I'm just like, everything's going to be all right.
Sweating profusely.
And my boy tried to knock on the room like, yo, you out? Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here.
I hate you. I am so high right now.
Dude, I was mad. I was so fucking mad.
How high were you though?
I was high, but it wasn't like an enjoy. I don't feel like I was really high. I just felt like my body was just reacting to the K2. Like it was just taking an unnatural substance.
Well,
That's what I felt like.
You smoked nail polish remover.
Basically, bro. Like, so thank God, like within an hour or two, eventually kind of like eased off and it went away. But it was like, that was definitely a lesson learned. Like, one, be careful who you fucking smoke from, and just be careful with that K2 shit.
Yeah, you tripping.
Yeah, that shit was OD. But yeah, that's my one experience with K2 that I'm like, so I've definitely, but yeah, I thought about that shit. That shit was.
It's kind of good that you're angry. I feel like anger can really take away anything. Like anger, I feel like is one of the strongest emotions. So like, if you were high, it's gone now.
No, and what it forced me to was to be in my head so much to try to control myself. I was also real mind over matter shit. Like, all right, bro, you're not really that high. Relax, calm down. Everything's all right. You good?
Whenever you have that thought, you know,
you all good, great, blessed, bro. You know, you all good, great, blessed, bro.
I just picture him like sitting on a couch saying, everything is gonna be, and then it just like, okay.
And then this is like,
and
and
just
this is how I
sinks into
think.
the couch.
I feel like this is like some, like, I was watching Curb Your Enthusiasm the other day, like binge watching a few episodes. So I feel like some real Larry David shit. This is what I was thinking. I was like, oh, this is gonna be the reason why I die. I'm gonna go to the fucking doctor, and then they're gonna say, oh, you had some K2, right? And now I got cancer. That's how dark I went with it. That's how far I went with it, because it's just how
I'm sorry you went through that.
That's how I think.
That's depressing as fuck.
But I have to go that deep so I don't do no stupid shit like that again. Because I was fucking retarded.
Yeah, don't smoke K2.
Don't smoke K. The moral of the story is, don't smoke K2. I don't even know how we got to K2.
You gotta live with me though, Josh. Was your boss in the CIA?
What happened? What'd I do?
Oh, just because they make drugs and, you know.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Honestly, he was like this short little Jewish dude, and it was just fucking bizarre. It was just like, when I think back on it, it's so surreal.
He was
working in K2 factory. Like, what the fuck?
It was on some Breaking Bad shit.
It's just, I don't know. Yeah. I have a weird life, man. My life is so fucking bizarre.
And then you just made me think about the interesting characters you went into in life.
You know how much money he probably made?
There was a dude that I remember this vividly. This is before I was really like smoking on the regular. So this is when I first got introduced to K2 before I really started smoking. The boy comes, he pulls out like a salesman, like a motherfucking salesman. Nigga pulls out a fucking a suitcase, a briefcase, I mean. Opens up the briefcase. He had different flavors of K2, and he's trying to push this shit as the new weed. He said, yo, this is the new weed, man. This is the new weed.
What do you look like?
Some regular hood dude, just a hood dude. He had like jeans with with NBA logos on them. He was one of those kind of guys.
First off, you pull up with jeans with NBA. You pull up with jeans with NBA logos, telling me what the new weed is. I'm assuming it's crack.
I think this is the era when it was still kind of dope. Because I'm trying to think. Nah.
I don't think those were ever dope. I'm gonna keep it 100. Nah.
There was a time when in the 2000, I'm gonna say three-ish era, 2-ish era. Dipset era-ish.
I never thought they were dope. The jackets
was fire.
The jackets were fire. Fuego. Even the jerseys that had the All-Star team, fire. The jeans them were 30-pound heavy denim fucking, like, you can take them shits off in a fight and wrap them around your fist and they'd be like brass knuckles.
Get shot at bulletproof.
Them shit,
and we used to wear clothes baggy.
You would never scrape your knees in them jeans, bro. It's impossible.
Niggas do construction in them jeans
for
now.
Real talk. Those are construction jeans now. Matter of fact, OSHA requires that you have jeans made of that material. No, fuck out of here. Them shits, I don't feel like we're ever the wave.
Yo, we need an OSHA picture with some dude with NBA jeans jeans on and a safety.
Patches.
I was gonna say, is the t-shirt Looney Tunes or is it knockoff Simpsons?
Oh my!
And he needs Simpsons.
It's an airbrush shirt. It's a quadruple extra large. What's up?
He either needs Dolomites or ACGs.
Definitely ACGs. Definitely ACGs. ACGs and a two-tone do-rag. He definitely got on a
That's your
two-tone
OSHA,
do-rag.
that's your OSHA guy. That's your OSHA guy.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Everyone's dying on that construction site.
But
I wanted to talk about something.
yeah.
I wanted to talk about this whole thing that's going on with Drizzy.
Young
Your
Drizzle.
man Drizzy
There's a
Drake.
couple of things. There's a couple of things about Drake I want to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, what I want to talk about is a bad thing. You want to talk about nice things,
I
right?
want to talk about nice things that are funny, that are also funny things to me. But so what do you want to go into? You want to go into the nice things?
Well, you seen what was circulating around with the 18-year-old model chick that
Yeah.
he's supposedly quote unquote dating.
But it's funny. This has been a story that's been around for like over.
With her?
Yeah. Royce,
This is the first time I'm hearing
What's
about
that?
it.
is this the first time you're hearing about him dating an 18-year-old girl?
I mean, this specific 18-year-old girl.
Because I remember they
There are
were.
multiple.
No,
I mean,
I don't know if they were multiple.
I figure, like, you just kind of got to figure, like, any, he's messing with some singer or model who's like 20 or 18 or like, and it used to be that wasn't a big deal because he was like 25.
Yeah.
And now he's like kind of too old to be doing that.
I'll be honest. Even if he was fucking with a 20-year-old, I wouldn't be bothered. I don't care.
Yeah,
Like,
so basically, the story going around that he's fucking with this 18-year-old chick that he, I remember the time he died, that he bought out a restaurant, that he bought out Chuck E. Cheese and shit.
that's a funny one.
I love that one. That
He
was
rented
funny.
out Chuck E. Cheese.
No, but he allegedly rented out a restaurant, shut the restaurant down for this 18-year-old girl, and ever since then they've been cooking him kind of like,
Well, you know why it's a thing. So the topic I wanted to talk about specifically was age differences in dating.
yeah.
Right, and I'm using this as the kind of the segue to do that. But the reason why they're hating on him, or not hating on him, but the reason why they're coming at him so bad and he's getting flamed, is because supposedly he's been talking to this girl since she's 16. That's the problem, right? It's not that she's 18, fine, whatever. You get flamed for just being a creep,
Yeah.
whatever that may
Yeah.
be. But the fact that like he might have waited for her 18th birthday.
You know what's crazy? When you say 16, there's an old I think it's a Tony Ayo or 50 Cent freestyle that comes to my mind that goes a little like this. I know this young girl, she was 16, she got her tits done, she got her tummy tucked, she got her ass did. That's the only thing I remember of the song.
None of that rhymed. None of that rhymed.
It just had a nice bounce
Who
to
did you say
it.
rhymed? It was Tony Ayo?
I think it was Tony
That makes
Ayo.
sense. Nah, definitely Tony Ayo. That had to have been Tony Ayo. Nothing rhymed.
He's the free verse poet of rap.
It had a bounce to it.
Tony Ayo raps in non-rhyming haikus.
I just remember being young. Like, who is this 16-year-old girl?
With her tits done.
She got a lot done already at 16. Like
Now it's normal.
Word.
Now
right?
it's normal,
The
right?
Kylie's out there. Is
Now
normal.
that's Washington Heights. That's
Nah,
Dykeman.
so you're talking to 16. I mean, it's
Yeah, I found.
Oh, so you found
their
it.
Instagram when she was 16.
See?
Well, you think he performed at her sweet 16 and looked at her like, oh, that's so evil. Oh my god, that's so evil.
All I'm saying, Curb, that was bad.
That's so evil. I'm not me. It's Drake. What the fuck talking about me for?
Came from your imagination.
He's over here. This
is not a good look here.
Yeah,
man.
Drizzy. What? That's the either. Yo, damn, I ain't trying to get caught in this picture, or I'm gonna pound your
Now
shit out after this
that's the
picture.
face of somebody who just told somebody, yo, in Canada 16 is consensual.
Yeah, let me see that picture one more time. Royce. Damn, man, she looks extremely youthful.
She looked type youthful. She got a baby face.
She looked
Yeah,
youthful.
when she's
Like
16,
her
she
face
looks
hasn't
16.
formed like into a woman.
She got a
really yet.
round
Yeah,
face.
she hasn't formed into a woman yet. But I mean, the argument that was being made, and I guess you could make is, people, I mean, but you're not even arguing for it, or or you're not even against it. You don't care less.
If he waited, if he really did be like, all right, she's 16, I'm gonna blame it when she's 18. It's a little weird because that means he's been eyeing it since
Yeah.
16. It's a little bizarre.
yeah.
But if he
That's
just
some
like,
old man creep
it's
shit.
just weird.
That's
It's
some
just
old
weird.
man creep shit. You look at her like, girl,
Is it
once you legal?
It's a little predatory, right?
Yeah.
Like a little predatory. Like it's a little fucking weird. Like you're waiting. You knew them at 16 and you're blaming them at 18. It's a little fucking.
That means that between 16 and 18, you definitely had some dirty,
You're waiting.
filthy thoughts.
Oh, you would definitely slam in your beef
Oh.
and thinking about it.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, 100%.
Filthy.
But whatever. If that's not the case and he just started fucking with her 18, is legal. Is it creepy? It's creepy.
Yeah.
But it's legal. And I have no other opinions on it other than
And
that.
the argument that could be made is that you got to look at then if people are going to clown or shit on him.
A lot of people got to get clowned.
The biggest one they would need to get clowned is Jay-Z and Beyonce. There's a huge age
huge
difference
age gap.
there, huge age gap between those two, and they're the royalty of hip hop. So, people shouldn't really. I mean, like I said, I find it a little creepy. I feel like Drake is my age, so he's about to be 32 this upcoming month in October. He's gonna be 32. So,
Let's not start. The thing is for me is like, all right, I get it. But let's not start at Drake. This shit has been happening forever.
Oh, no, Drake is
Woody
just
Allen.
yeah.
Woody Allen
Well.
married his stepdaughter
Yeah, like not everyone is. I think people at the time were upset about that too.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, save this outrage for people who definitely deserve it.
Well, I mean, I just think we live in a time where one is just it's convenient, and when Drake
one is white and
no,
one is a rapper.
No, but two, Drake is such an easy target to hate on. That is like, all right, let's just hate on him.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like it's easy for everybody to jump on board and be like, fuck him.
You know what I really think it is? I just think that the culture, specifically the hip hop, especially the hip hop community, we love roasting.
Yeah, for the sake and just for the sake of it. That's why there's something that as funny, speaking of Drake, it's something that he said, and I heard it before, but he says he got this from a 3-day rule. That when something happens,
wait 3 days.
Wait 3 days, because usually by the 3rd, 4th day, it's fucking. You either don't really give a fuck about it, or it's old news because something new. Somebody did some other stupid shit.
I'm gonna keep it 100. That advice that his mom gave to him fucked him up because he probably waited 3 days to give Shorty a plan B. Now he's hiding a child.
Now he got Adonis.
Allegedly. But the conversation I wanted to create about this is the idea of age gap.
Yeah.
Right. Like, let me ask you. What is the youngest you would date? You're 32?
I'm 32 now.
What is the youngest you would go right now?
All right.
Not even date.
Just have
blam.
sex. Just straight blam.
Yeah.
Blam.
18-year-old. You're at a not a club.
Nah.
Because they can't get in. You're at the library. No, yeah, that's weird.
I mean, no. Let's not get this twisted. They be 18-year-olds in the club.
Yes. But the thing is, I don't want to create a situation where you don't know.
Yeah. I got
so
you.
what I want to create is more so. You're
I'm at Target. I'm at a Target.
An event.
Yeah.
You're catering an event, whatever the case may be. And, at this event, an 18-year-old approaches. You don't know she's 18 at that moment. Y'all talk. Y'all vibing. Get her number. Y'all texting. Like, wow, this is a mature chick. I'm digging her. She got the energy. She's like, oh, yo, what's up? You want to chill? I'm going to come over. You're like, all right. And then you find out her age. You're about to blam it. Do you blam it? Or do you not?
You set me up for a lot because.
Yo, that's a good. We need to take it as a soundbite. Do you blame it?
Do you not?
Or do you not?
Well, okay. Let me.
That's the face of a man who's gonna blame it. Look at him. There's no judgment here, Kerb.
Let me add some context to what you just set up here. You set up that one. I've had a conversation. So you're saying that. Because the reason why with an 8-year-old I want to say no. The reason why I would say no. It's going to be hard for me not to know that she's 18 if we're talking.
Some women are mature.
But you can tell like, oh, this girl's young. Like, she's young.
Your intentions are to blame. I'm keeping it 100. You got her number. You've seen her. You're like, yeah, she's fine as fuck.
I want to hit it.
I want to blame it. So the conversation at that point is like, I'm just talking to you, but ultimately I want you to slide through and I want to blame it. And you're like, whatever. You're a little jaded. Everyone's always jaded in conversations in the beginning.
Yeah.
And you're a little jaded. Like, damn, she got a dope combo. Telling me about, how she just graduated high school. I don't know why you didn't pick up on that flag, Curve. But anyway.
Oh, you just got what school you graduated from? Frank K. Lane? Oh, that's what college is that? What college is that? What majors is there? It's over there. Oh.
No, it's
General studies.
It's an elite school. She just curves it. But so she comes through, and then y'all get to talking.
Like, all right, because I want to be real. I like to give people the realness. We talking that real shit. I want to, like, you see, like, my conscious, self-aware side is like, is like, yo, you know what? She tell me she's 18. I'm going to be completely turned off, and I'm going to be like, nah, I can't.
What Kirby doesn't want to do.
I can't. But then there's this other Bayako side of Kirby that I'm like, yo, she's bad, and she's just, like, throwing me sexual energy, and I'm just like, damn.
Can I say a few? I blame it. I'm throwing it out there.
Now, you know what is different for you? You just had a different age than me. Like, I'm 30. You see, I'm about to be 32. So it's like, bro, that's an age gap, man.
I just said I didn't blame it so that you can say you blame it and
like
not feel judged. Because I felt that you would feel like you wouldn't feel judged.
So that's why, like, I'm not saying that because you see, you led me to the point that we've talked. We've communicated.
Yeah, she's
I felt
dope.
the vibe. She's a dope vibe.
Remember, what's the thing you say? You say if you're chilling with a shorty and your dick don't move, it's not.
Yeah,
your dick move.
The dick move. There's a vibe.
It keeps
there.
moving.
And she's talking. I'm like, oh shit!
It won't
like,
stop moving.
To the point that age doesn't even be like. To the point that I may not even ask her age because we're like.
No, you found out her age.
But then I found out. You see, then I found out.
Don't try to. Don't try to.
Like, yeah, I didn't know. She said she said she knew the A team and fucking. She's her favorite. She loved Ninja Turtles. I thought she was from Myra.
She knew about Hanna-Barbera. I swear. Little do you know, Boomerang is a network.
Yeah, she loves.
She said
watching-
Saved by the Bell was her favorite show. What the fuck?
She knew NXS. It was a whole thing.
Clueless and shit, man. What the fuck?
She's just a huge fan of nostalgia.
I guess.
Yeah, she loves I Love the 80s.
But yeah, like, I mean, but if we're being real serious, if I'm dating somebody, I think the youngest I can go.
No. You just said I guess. We need a definitive answer.
What?
Are you blaming it or nah?
Oh man. Depends, man. It depends, man.
Are you blaming it? There's no it depends. I get you have all context. It was the depends at this point. Are you blaming it or not?
I'm probably blaming it, man.
Thank you. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Josh
It's not
rests
a
his
problem.
case.
If I'm single in the moment, I'm probably blaming it.
Oh, you know we need another. It's not a problem. It's all right. Listen, she's 18-year-old woman. All right, you're an adult officially at that age. You put yourself like y'all both put yourselves in this
like
situation.
You said,
and you're blaming it.
If she gives me the vibe that I don't even feel like she's young,
Yeah,
then it's like all right,
cool.
it's cool.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you as your friend. If you were 35 and said you were gonna blame it, I'd judge you.
Oh,
I'm 35. No, yeah.
Your clock's running out.
I'm just saying. At 35, I feel like that's like all right. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot.
I think once you're credibly old enough to be their parent, it's pretty sus.
Yeah. 35 is probably the limit for me. As my friend, I would be like, Curb, we need to.
I
wouldn't have walked you into this if you were 35. I'll be honest.
We're gonna come back to this question in about
In a few years.
5 years for you.
For me?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if
At
you
32?
still. I want to see if you're gonna say 35 is the cutoff limit. You might be like
At 32, I will tell you I will still blame it.
At 45, I'm
moving the goalposts.
Once you're her grandfather, you're 54.
No, I'll be honest with
What
you.
you
I feel like when as you age, your fucks to give change. It's an arc. So it's like as a kid, you don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck.
When you're a
You
teenager, you
start
give too much of a fuck.
Yeah, it's about certain things, but then you still don't give a fuck, right?
Right.
And then it's like you don't give a fuck in your 20s, you don't give a fuck, your 30s, you start to give a fuck, you peak, I give a fuck around 35, 36, 37, and then your 40s come and it's like, yeah, I'm starting to give a fuck, I'm starting to give a fuck, and then like at like 80, you're fucking an 18-year-old and you're like, I don't care.
By 80, by 80 you have less fucks given I think than you were a teen.
It's a wrap.
Because now you have experience, so
Yeah.
you really don't give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck, and you're old.
And you're old. See, like
Your time is running out.
Doubly don't give a fuck.
100%.
But in terms of but to get into like dating, like if I'm dating a chick, like I think the age for me has to be like 22, 23ish, like around there.
So 10 years.
Yeah, about 9 to 10 years. From there is when I'm like, okay, we can like, as long as the conversation is still good and we still, and there's a vibe there, then yeah, that's probably like as young as I would go, that I would feel comfortable, like,
Yeah.
and I would feel comfortable, like, even just like introducing her to like friends, like, hey, how crazy must be you 32? Hey, oh, let's go to the club, y'all. About that. Yeah,
Kendra.
yeah.
Do we know a promoter or
My girl can't really go tonight. What happened?
she got a period. She's old. She got a period.
Imagine you at Applebee's and she got to get ID'd. You go, no, don't worry, baby, don't drink tonight. You don't drink tonight.
You're ordering 2 drinks.
Get a virgin dacquiri.
You never want to be in Applebee's with your girl and you got to order 2 drinks.
I remember,
And then they got to tell you, sorry, you can't order 2 drinks because we know.
because
And then y'all embarrassed.
yeah, embarrassed as shit in
At the
front
table.
of a group of friends, in front of a group of grown folks.
That sucked.
I remember being in a situation like that, like me being, but seeing somebody who like had this, this dude was like probably like in his 30s, and he was messing with this chick that I think was like 19, and he brought her around us, but she couldn't, like, he basically didn't chill with us till the end of the night because she couldn't like go to the clubs, go to comedy clubs, she couldn't like do mad shit that you realize you need to be 21 to do.
She can only smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, so she could fucking
And join the military.
Play the lottery.
and vote
And
play.
play the
Like,
lottery.
bitch, give me a fucking win for life. Get the fuck out of here.
That's crazy.
give her a stack of scratches in the corner.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the club. We're gonna go to the club tonight. Go fucking get a couple bingos and get the fuck out of my face.
I don't know. Yeah, I think that's a good age, like 22, 23.
Yeah.
I think I would date I think I would go 20.
20, yeah.
Yeah. I'm 26, by the way, motherfuckers. Just throwing that out there, all right? Don't bunch me in with this 32-year-old, okay? I just hit my mid-20s.
Yeah, Josh is still young.
Yeah.
Josh is the youngest of all.
Yeah,
Like, honestly, I could beat an 18-year-old, and it's still not that bad, okay?
This point right here you're hitting right now. 26. This is
I don't even want to hear what's happening next. Don't do this to me.
this is peak peak fucking season, bro. These next few years, I'm telling you, these 26 to 30, because I still feel like I'm in my peak, but
Are you encouraging me?
I'm just letting you know, this is when your all-time best fucking is going to start happening.
I want to do something real quick because it's just going to be funny. Can y'all keep a conversation and I'll be right back? It's funny. I promise it's going to be funny, especially for our patrons, for the video and people who watch video. It's going to be funny.
Yeah. All right. Sure.
And then when I bring it, you guys are going to describe what I have for the podcast.
I got you. So let me, well, you didn't go into your age gap. Theory on it. What would it be for you? Is there like a? I mean, I know you're not singles, but in your if there was an alternate single you
in a theoretical world or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the old thing you would say in school is like cut it in half and add 7. That's like the old.
Oh shit! I didn't think about that. Cut it in half. Okay. Half your age and then add 7.
So like,
got you.
You're 32. So that would be 16 plus 7, 23.
23. Got
so that's
you.
like about what you said, and like I'm, Josh is 26. I'm 27.
Yeah.
So it's like 2021.
2021.
And like that generally works out all right.
Yeah. Has that ever been a problem for you? Like you talking to a chick and she was younger than you expected?
Yeah. Well, I think I told this story once in the podcast how I was gonna make my friend and I were joking we were gonna make him like flirt with this waitress, or this waitress was flirting with.
Oh
us,
yes, you
and
did.
And she was in high school.
Oh,
and that was really funny. But yeah. But it's like you always know that girl in high school who's like dating a guy in like his late 20s or 30s.
But the shit that would always
you're like, yo, what's going on with that?
The shit that always creeped me out was like, there's sometimes I would talk, I'll be dating a girl and then I kind of like, you get into a little bit about her past and her history, and then she'll be like, oh yeah, I've been in like, let's say she's 20, I'm talking to her, she's 22, and I'm like, what's your longest relationship? She'll be like, I had a 5-year relationship. I'm like, oh, like a high school, whatever. Yeah, he was. She would tell me something like, yeah, he was like 20 when I was in high school. I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
What the fuck is going on here, guys? Like, what the fuck are you doing here? So Josh basically pulled out a motherfucking Amazon kit package.
Yeah.
I'm curious
to see what this is.
So what were we talking about when I decided to
When I left, I said that by 20, when right now, 26 years old, you are hitting the pinnacle. You are right now starting the peak sexual performance era where you're experimenting, you're trying. Oh, look at this shit here.
It just got here from Amazon. I got
look at this shit here. As I'm explaining it to you guys, by 26 is when you want to try shit. Josh just pulled out. You hear that? Josh pulled out a motherfucking full out whip.
Riding crop.
A full out gag. He just pulled out a fucking gag. A full out gag. Guys, I'm telling you, the fucking gag that you see like dominatrix bitches wearing, all that shit, like he pulled that out. What else you have here, Josh?
Some cuffs, it looks like.
Oh, some wrist cuff situation. Yo,
I'm just imagining.
Josh got the don't ever get stopped by cops because you're gonna look. What the fuck is that?
This is a Hitachi.
Oh my god!
Is that a vape on the bottom? What's that other thing?
That's a full on
camera.
No, it's a remote. So you can slowly change the intensity.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
So I just want all right. I'm gonna keep it funky. That magic wand might be something else. Get it? Everything else though. My man went out there.
I'm just saying, like you were saying that, and I was like, oh man, I gotta.
You see? But this is
you're on the money.
I'm on the money. I am on the money. You see? So this is. I'm a little envious of you right now at this point.
All I'm saying is that open your minds, guys.
I'm just imagining there's
Let me see this bad boy right
some
here.
warehouse worker for Amazon working for like minimum wage in New Jersey, and they just come up on their little thing, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
there? What's wrong with this sick fuck?
Oh, yeah, just like going to the sex toy section for like 10 minutes, grabbing all your shit. Like,
let me tell you this though. What incredible time do we live that you can get all this on Amazon?
I know. I don't have to go to a place and be like a psychopath, right?
so you got one of the nice ones.
Walking in with your hat extra low.
You know what's funny? I could actually give. I'm an official partner with Amazon, so I can put a link for all this stuff, and I might put a link for all this stuff.
You should put it in the fucking link. Put it in the notes if people want to find some of this wild, crazy shit.
So it's a Hitachi magic wand, right?
I like this magic wand.
The turn up,
because you know why? I'm not gonna front. Wax gave me that idea.
Yeah.
When Wax brought that up, that whole like
he talked about the vibrator.
Yeah, bring a little vibrator.
This is industrial strength, plugs into a wall.
Yeah, you want some next level shit.
Yeah, these batteries just drain them.
And this is a riding crop.
Riding crop.
Yeah, you know, like they smack the horses with. Yeah. So it's a riding crop. And then this is a ball gag. Obviously, what it does is goes around their head, gags them up. There's holes in it so they can breathe, so they can't complain.
Yeah.
And then this goes down to this, right?
Oh, that ties behind. Oh,
And
so you got
this,
hands
so
behind
it
her
goes
back.
behind their neck.
God, so they're fully
And
tied.
then this goes and gets their
Oh,
arms together like
man.
this. And then you can grab it from the back like that. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm
nice.
saying?
You're gonna have a lot of fun with that.
You know?
That's gonna be a lot of fun with that. So yeah, so ladies, I want to talk shit at gmail.com. Holla at Josh. Face funk underscore.
Relax.
Face funk underscore. Hit that boy up.
I'll message
Facebook
him.
underscore.
Yo, face funk
Face
underscore.
fuck underscore. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I just want to do that. Honestly.
And you know he has a nice supply of Blue Chew on deck just in case.
I got the Blue Chew is actually it's a wrap on the Blue Chew.
Oh, it's over.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
over.
It's
It's
a wrap
over.
on-
It's
yeah.
a wrap on
It's
it.
definitely a wrap. I used it all.
I was gonna say also definitely I will pay someone from one of our listeners if they smoke some Blue Chew, like it's K2.
Smoke some Blue Chew.
Oh
Yeah.
my
God. Like freebase Blue
Yeah, you
Chew.
just
Yeah, like
reminded me of
K2.
that video. Remember the video? Remember the video of the dude with his girlfriend? He gave his girlfriend female Viagra. And she remember we sent the video
remember
to each
that.
other.
Yes,
And
yes,
she's
yes.
like fucking. I wonder if that was true or if that was like a bullshit. That
I
was
don't think so. I
bullshit,
think it
right?
was bullshit.
Yeah, I think it was bullshit. She was acting a little too.
I like the other thing. You ever seen that other video where the chick has one of those things that go inside you, like it stays inside the chick and it vibrates,
bullet, yeah.
and it vibrates off a noise.
Oh, I never even heard of that.
And like so, whenever someone talks or something like that, or he can control it with his phone.
Oh,
So like they're with the in-laws.
fire.
Like they're imagine like being with like the in-laws and you're like just hitting the button over and over again.
Oh, that shit reminds me of when Wedding Crashers, when he's fucking when he's on the table getting his dick
getting
sucked.
his dick
Oh, no,
sucked?
not getting his dick sucked. He's getting
with
she's
her
rubbing
foot.
his balls,
Something like that,
rubbing
yeah.
his balls with a hand and shit like that. I forgot about that. That's actually fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But that's actually a great investment. Yeah. So this is your prime era. 26. This is your prime. This is prime time.
The reason why I
Prime
wanted
time.
to do this is just let you know,
Deion
man.
Sanders.
Keep your horizon open. Keep your horizons open.
Yeah, I mean, I
Have
found
fun,
I know.
man.
Yeah, I mean,
Have fun.
I'm getting into experimenting, trying shit out. You guys,
I've always been down with using like toys and shit like that for the
Yeah.
most part.
But-
Even when I was even when I was a teenager,
Yeah.
like when I was like messing with my girls at that time, like if I had a girl and we were in a relationship, I'd like.
And you know what you notice? I feel like it's crazy the amount either you get it out of them or the amount of women that are very curious.
a lot of the times they didn't make. I'm lying. They didn't make the suggestion. It's really me. Like I'm like they'd be super open
Yeah,
to it.
yeah,
Like because it's just fun. It's just like this idea of doing something different.
Yeah.
Like because having regular sex gets real fucking boring.
Have you
after a
ever
while.
I don't know if we spoke about this. Have you had an experience that you tried to go a little too far with a chick and she was turned off? Like let's say you smacked and she was turned off, or
Nah, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very good with gauging
it.
like what are the boundaries, and I'm very communicative. I mean, you guys have made jokes about that.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
ask questions. Like
Yeah.
I'm good,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like I think my record, if I ever skyrocket into fame, I think I'll be alright.
You'll be alright. Nobody's
You know what I'm
nobody's
saying?
gonna pull a Jamie Foxx on you.
I think I'll be with Jamie Foxx.
Remember, there was a story when a girl was suing Jamie Foxx for him slapping his dick on her in like 2002, like slapping his dick on his face, on her face.
It's a little mushroom stamp. All right, maybe I'm not good then. If that's the case. If we get sued out here, for
That
that
seems like a tough case.
fuck that.
But you know what's
suck.
funny? If you go back to, I saw that story and then I went back to his comedy special, I May Need Security. Literally his first joke out the gate when he's coming out the stage is him talking about, I ain't got no drawers on, bitch. I'll smack you with this dick. I'll smack you with this dick. He's saying that all through it. And I'm like, oh, okay, Jamie, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's your thing. You like to slap bitches with your dick.
Sometimes, yeah, it's like Louis. Like you gotta listen to people when they say what they're saying.
They say what they do, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You guys have been laughing at this for years. Why is it a problem now?
Yeah. Fucking Louis.
So where do we settle, Royce? I was playing with my riding crop. So what?
I mean, I talked about the cut it in half and add 7 rule.
Yeah, that's a rule. I forgot about. Well, I
Cut it
think
in half and
Cut
add
your
seven?
age
Cut your
and
age in half.
and add 7, and
That's like the
minimum.
minimum you should go.
All right, so I'm 26. Do the math for me.
So that's 20.
So cut it.
13.
You could, but if you cut my age in half,
13 plus
13.
7. It's 20.
20.
oh, I was on the money without even knowing.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what he said. So for me, I'm 32. It'll be around 23 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's around the age.
But you'd blame an 18-year-old, so. Kirby's in his head right now, like, why'd I have this conversation?
you need to say.
couldn't lead anywhere,
you need to say it like this. You blame an 18-year-old with context. There has to be context there. There has
With
to be
context.
there has to be context.
Listen, I was taken out of context in an Instagram fucking shout out to Sayer from the Official Street
Oh
podcast.
my god, that was
Oh,
hilarious.
that was. I knew that would happen.
Yo,
too.
he posts on, he's like, yo, Face Funk, you need to chill.
Yeah, that
And
shit
the
was hilarious.
audio is, I'll go in there haymaking bitches. I'm like, oh my
Our
god.
fucking bitch is up off the rip.
Yeah, that's it. It's just, and then on top of that, what makes it even worse, Kirby's like, oh no, Royce is like, you sound a little too eager. And my stupid ass, just because I like to say shit that's funny, I'm like, hell yeah, it's fun. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna get
I
got.
forgot Royce said that.
Yeah.
You always come in a little too eager with but you want to come in hot. You always want to come in a little
You're
hot.
coming in hot. You waiting for this moment.
are loose
And then Kirby comes in saying, you're just waiting for a bitch to come in double dutching. I'm like, oh, there's no context to this conversation right now. I'm just getting aired out. And what made it worse is that I didn't know that's what it was. So I reposted it on my story.
Yeah, I saw you post it. I was like, all right.
I reposted it on my story.
Yo, it's crazy. I be doing with some of our audio, like, you know, people will shout us out and just, I maybe taking the piss, taking the shit. I just add the episode because I'm appreciate the story. And then you're like, oh man, my whole story now know that I'm just saying some wild
Which
shit.
I don't mind, but the problem is I didn't think about how out of context.
Or maybe
that
adding a little
specifically-
comment to it, like, guys, you got to listen to the full show to get it.
Well, that's what ended up happening is that I realized what I posted and then I did it again and I was like, you guys are taking me out of context. This is completely out of context. Right?
Character assassination.
It really is. It's hilarious. But no, yeah, shout out to Sayer.
It reminded me of the Cat Williams shit that we saw. You seen the Cat Williams shit?
Oh, where he's
that was so
fucking
good.
smoking
this bitch.
smoking this chick, yo.
He's
aired
like,
him.
he goes, yo, dude, does that wig come with the headphones?
Yo,
That was
it's like
so
the wigs
good.
and the headphones come together. Yep. When he said he was like, only one of us here got $12 worth of jewelry on. I was like,
Yo, he went at her hard, son, hard.
well, she
hard.
deserved it.
Yeah,
What she do-
was really
what-
shitting
Sneak
at him.
dissed. She was sneak dissing him. It was like they were like sitting there and
It's
she
on a
was
radio
like,
show in Atlanta, by the way.
yeah, a V106 or some shit like that, whatever the fuck it is. And I think the first slip, she was throwing slips in the whole interview, but the one that I guess got him like had enough. He's like, you know, your hair. She was like, your hair kind of fucked up.
Oh, yeah, and then he goes,
And he
like,
was
nah.
like, this is 19 inches
yeah, of natural hair.
of natural hair, no perm.
I'm mad that, and of course, Cat Williams. I'm mad that he knows the length of his hair.
Oh, please. as if
My
you
man
were-
is a pimp. dude. I love Cat Williams. I be feeling like he has no top teeth sometimes, but he does.
I love when he was like, 19 felonies, no convictions.
Yeah.
Like, jail is not prison, which like is true. It's,
He's
a legal
100%, it's
distinction.
factual. He's like,
But-
19 felonies, no conviction, bitch.
Bitch.
He's so
Get
flamboyant.
that shit straight. Yeah, he's like a prince, like a super flamboyant.
Yeah,
type of dude.
I fuck with Cat Williams. He smoked her, and then he went on to smoke Tiffany Haddish. It was
Yeah, that shit was.
Ruthless.
I didn't know where that shit came from. And then I wonder if you listen to her book, she talks about a comedian that was hating on her at first, but then like try to show her some love, like when
that
she
him?
got on. I wonder. I don't know.
I don't know if it's him or
Did she
or
say
Kevin Hart.
he was diminutive and high pitched voice?
Nah, he didn't. She didn't really go to. But she just said that like he was hot at the time. But it could have been any comedian. Honestly, it could have been anybody who was hot at the
Yeah.
time. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was interesting to see them go off like that. I was just like, I was bugging.
It's interesting, like I don't know, when you see like chaos sowed between like people within the industry. There's so much behind that. Like we see the surface level of
Yeah.
it, but there's so much.
Like
behind
even
shit.
that Drake shit, because it's funny. We could probably wrap this up in a nice bow. The Drake shit. Then I seen an article literally get released maybe 2-3 days after it was, that whole when he was getting roasted for like 2 days about shutting down the restaurant. The OVO camp basically shutting down those rumors like, no, he's not dating the 18-year-old. Whether he's doing that for a safe face or whether it's just like Roy said, maybe it's just somebody that he's cool with her. That, it's just like
showing
like a
love.
family, like or maybe like a friend or whatever. He's just like being cool or whatever.
But he's just showing love.
Yeah.
Like why can't you show love to
Yeah.
somebody?
But you know how we are. We're quick to like.
Sex is just always
Yeah.
correlated with it.
No,
That's
and,
really what it
and
is.
it's unfortunate. You know what sucks for women? Women have. I guess this is like the pro. Well, unless you're in a relationship, because then it sucks for men. But in a lot of cases, if there's like a guy and a girl taking a picture, and if they're like close together or something that could insinuate something, people off the rip are gonna be like, especially if it's a celebrity guy.
Yeah.
People are gonna assume that the guy fucked him. Guy
Always.
fucked off the rip.
and it's crazy, right? Like it's just this
Like
idea.
it's an immediate like almost like standard. Like if it's a celebrity guy with just a random chick, he hit it.
And I was talking to Royce about this on the way here, but I was there's this double standard that exists that when a man who's older is dating a woman that's younger, you're like, all right, he's a creep.
Yeah.
But when a woman that's older is dating a guy that's younger, it's like,
She gets like uplifted, like yes,
yeah, it's like, do you think,
do your thing,
you know
girl.
what I'm saying? Getting,
But you see, that's how it works because there's always the reverse of that also.
Women
too,
aren't
is
looked as predators. That's really what it is.
the guy, yeah, and also but the younger guy who's dating the older chick is also bigged up too. Like if you're like 18 and you fuck with like a 30-year-old chick, when you 18, you're like, yo, I got a 30-year-old. Like you're like, yo, I'm fucking with this older chick.
You do get bigged up.
You get bigged up like, oh, I'm fucking with this old chick. You know what I'm saying?
Until like
there's a certain,
if you're fucking her, but if like she's wifing you and taking care of you, no, you're not getting bigged up, dog.
I think there's a certain age.
Friends of bums.
Nah, there's only a certain age that I think you stop getting bigged up. But if you're 18 and you date and you let's go like this straight up. You 18 and you get a woman who's 30. And then now she's like, she wants to be in a relationship. You're like, yo, fuck that. I'm dating. She got her own crib. She got her own car. If I'm 18, fuck that. And she starts fucking with you. You gonna feel like she's the man. They're gonna be like, yo, I'm driving her car.
That's true.
At that age, I think. But after you get to a certain age, like once you start getting your 20s, that eventually you gotta.
Once you legally drink, you're a bum.
Yeah, that is when it gets to a point that you shouldn't be courted around or getting taken care of. But I know dudes, and I've never been able to find these chicks. I'll be running to my boys like, yeah, I met this chick who got a penthouse in Chelsea, bro. She be like paying for my rent. I'll be like, damn, bro, where you find them at?
It's those tall motherfuckers. He's tall, I bet you, right?
Yeah,
He's tall?
yeah.
See, it's tall.
It's
really tall.
It's tall motherfuckers. It's tall motherfuckers.
As three short people, I think that we can come together
or
like get together like the Transformers.
Solidarity.
Or what it is, I'll be honest, I've never seen any of these women. So he could be
Ryan.
talking about some grandma. No, he could be talking about some old grandmoms out here on the low, and I don't know. He could be like, yeah, I'm getting taken care of, bro.
That's a fact.
And he could be just telling me an old bullshit story.
I try to think of myself, like let's say if a 70-year-old approached me right now and was like, listen, throw me some dick every once in a while.
She's like, no, let me play the scenario for you. So you're at home, you chilling, you pop up on Instagram, you got to follow.
Okay.
It's this nice little cute old lady holding a dog.
What is she?
She's Spanish.
Spanish old lady. Doña.
Spanish old lady. Nice little doña. She's holding a little dog. And you're like, oh, this nice little follow. She starts liking it.
How's she look? I need a description, bro. You're talking to someone who's very visual.
All right. Say she's. I mean, we
color
say
hair?
she's 70.
70?
I mean, that's what you say.
Oh, damn.
Instead of 70-year-old.
70, okay.
She's
she like a youthful 70?
Nah, she's like she kind of not a old. You know what? She's 70, looking like she a nice little 55, 60.
She got crow's feet. The crow's feet.
Yeah.
Laugh line.
Yeah. She got some of those. But got vibrant spirit.
Like Morgan Freeman skin or like Jack Nicholson wrinkles. Like which?
Oh, Morgan Freeman look a little crazy.
But the thing is, Morgan Freeman is like he's like ageless in that he always looked old. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's looked like 80s.
He's always.
Nah, I'm gonna put it like this. She looks like one of the older ladies that come to the store, get her packs of cigarettes.
Okay. Does she talk like a taxi dispatcher?
Nah. She's a sweet little old lady. She get her little packs of cigarettes. When she dressed a little tight when she wants to. She got a little cakey from back in the days with saggy cakey.
Okay.
A lot of things are saggy.
Cake.
But let me get to the point.
I've eaten zebra cakes.
So she follows you, starts liking a couple of pictures. Also, you get a DM.
Okay.
DM request. You know how it is the DM request?
She already got points. She's 70 and she's DMing me.
DMing you.
Fire,
yeah,
right?
she's DMing you.
Yeah, she's in it. Like
She's in the game. She's in the loop.
Okay.
Then she's like, hey,
what kind of dog?
She a little what am I'm gonna say them one of them corgis. What you call
Corgis?
Corgis. One of the little
cute
corgis.
dog.
One of the little corgis.
She might have lost points though.
So
I don't like small dogs. Anyway,
so she's like, hey, she goes, hey, excuse me, Mr. Joshua.
Damn, she said Mr. Joshua.
She gave me Mr. Joshua. Hey, Mr. Joshua, I just want to let you know I'm a big fan of your show.
Okay.
I listen to the Talking Shit podcast. I love everything about it. It makes me feel young again. You bring me back to some of my
you in my DMs,
fun.
bro? You in my DMs?
I'm just telling you.
I'm just saying I might have gotten this before.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And she goes, look, my husband, recently, passed away.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, let me say recently passed away. She's a widow. She's been a widow for a few years.
Okay.
And
I had to fuck her off the sympathy.
and she proposed. She goes, look, I would love to take you out on me. Let's go out. Let's hang out.
Where are we going?
She takes you out to Benihana's.
Okay. All my friends are broke, so I ain't gonna be seeing that. Okay, continue.
You go to Benihana's. She goes, want to take you out to Benihana's.
Yeah, what I don't realize is that both y'all my friends. So
I want to catch your ass there. And she goes, and you for whatever reason you end up going.
Okay.
You there? You go to Benihana's. You like, oh, it's a nice lady, a nice fan of the show.
Okay.
You're gonna take her out, have a good time, give her the experience. She proposes the question. She goes, look, Josh, I'll be honest with you.
What's going on, baby girl?
I've been listening to the show.
Okay.
You make me feel young again,
Mm.
and I want to experience some of that young dick,
That youthfulness.
some of that youthfulness.
Okay.
Are you gonna give it to me or what?
All right. All right. First of all, your beady eyes are making me uncomfortable. That's one. Two, is that how she proposed it?
That's how she's proposing it.
Nah, I'm like, what's up? So,
Oh, you smashing it?
well, no, hold on. All right, we're sitting down at Benihana's. Before or after I ate?
After you ate.
After I ate?
Yeah, after you ate.
Okay, so a percentage just went down for that to happen. I'm already full. It's like fucking. The nut's already gone. I can now make thoughts clearer. I don't know. So she asked me. All right. The first thing I'm gonna ask is like, all right, like we could talk more about it. You know, I get political. Like let's have this discussion. What's in it for me?
That's what I'm trying to say. Is there has to be some kind of benefit? Like you wouldn't just fuck her off or just make
Secure
it
the
a free
bag,
rent.
bro. What's up?
You gotta get something out of it.
100%. I don't want your company. I'm not doing a biopic on you. There's no research happening here. I need something out of it. You need to get like listen.
She said she's paid 6 months for your rent.
6 months?
6
That's
months.
it? I can pay 6 months more. Listen, I'm not
So you're not giving
I'm not
her-
like one of the broke
you're not
bitches
giving-
that need my bills paid.
you're
You're not gonna fuck for like 12 grand?
You're gonna for a quick 6 months of rent?
No.
You're not gonna give it to a 70-year-old lady for
One time fuck, or is this an arrangement? Do I gotta fuck for 6 months?
You gotta give her a dick once a month for 6 months.
No.
You're
So
not gonna
what
give
for
her a dick
me?
once a month for 6 months to get free
I need
rent?
more. First off, listen. Does she have money? What's her background?
Does it matter? She
Yes.
wanted to pay.
First off, are you gonna go into a negotiation different if it's negotiating with me or with Sony? Okay, I need to know who this person is I'm going to this arrangement with because the bag is gonna be
All right.
it's gonna be dependent.
All right,
pension-
you
pension
get a year worth of rent and all your car insurance and bike insurance paid for a year. You got to give a dick twice a month for a year.
So all my bills paid
On weekends.
All my bills paid.
On weekends.
So all my bills paid.
All your rents and any insurance that you have.
That's it. Not all my other bills.
Not all your other
utilities,
bills.
no
Not utilities,
internet.
not your credit cards, none of that shit. It's just your rent and then your insurance.
None of this is affecting my credit. So no.
What do you mean?
I want to improve my credit.
Okay, what if she just pays your credit-based bills and not the other stuff?
Yeah.
She needs to pay off all my credit card debt. I'm a tough negotiator.
He's definitely. She's gonna be like, it's not worth it for this dick. I get dick for a lot cheaper than this.
I'm like, listen, let's keep it a buck. You have no idea yet. You might be right. And honestly, the odds are against you.
Now let me ask you this. Okay. She says I'll pay all your credit cards.
And you aren't telling me what she does for a living.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter
Doesn't
because my rebuttal is going to be
It doesn't
different.
matter.
She's retired.
She's retired and she has a
Retirement
pension. She
money?
has pension coming in.
I'm not even letting her take me out to Benihana's on retirement money.
You don't know that. What if her fucking retirement money's long? You don't know what her shit's looking like every
Yeah,
month.
she works for the government.
Yeah,
she got
yeah.
some city pension.
Social Security, it doesn't max out. I think the max out is like $670.
Who-
Social
you-
Security's not much, but she's got.
She got a little inheritance shit coming in. You don't know that
Oh,
shit.
there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now we're on the right track here. Let's talk. All right. So, is this a build up?
No. So what I'm trying to say is, okay, you said if she pays your credit card bills, you down.
It pays off all my debt.
Okay, she pays off all your debt. She says, look, give me this, but you have to give me dick for a year.
Yep.
Twice a month in the year.
100%.
On weekends.
Okay.
On weekends. Now I gotta ask you,
Yeah.
what are these performances like? What are you giving here now?
The fact of the matter is, if she did not discuss this in the initial agreement, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. I'm giving her grade C dick twice a month for the next year. Listen, it's not my job to negotiate for her side. Okay, this is a business arrangement. I'm gonna try to look out what's best for
she
my.
said you gotta make her come 1 out of the 2 times.
What if she's really hard to make come?
This is your job.
I gotta bust out the Hitachi. I'm okay. I'm down to do that. That's an.
You're gonna be like, look, you chill on this bed. I'm gonna plug this in. I'm gonna go run some errands. I'll be right back.
I'll just tie her up and just leave that shit on her.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'd do that. If she's gonna pay off all my debt, hell yeah. What?
Yeah.
At the end of the year, I have a house.
But I know we still ain't shit because I'm sure there's some motherfuckers listening to this shit like, bro, I fuck an old lady just off rip. just off GP.
Broke people. Yeah, broke. Yeah, I gotta secure. Listen, if there's anything I learned from listening to a lot of these podcasts that I fuck with,
You either gotta secure
horrible
wait,
decisions.
wait.
Go.
You either gotta secure the bag,
Yeah.
or for my Dominicans, you gotta secure that passport. that green card.
That citizenship.
You gotta secure that citizenship. You gotta secure that citizenship.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? I seen a lot of my Dominican fellas out here with these young old doñas.
Listen,
We know what they're doing.
You know what
man.
they're doing.
You gotta get that.
You gotta get that
This is
citizenship.
out here.
I would fuck for citizenship if I had to. I'm just saying, like, if I had to and I gotta fuck for citizenship, I would definitely fuck for citizenship. I'm just saying. What? That's like a great reason to fuck. To become a citizen? Right now, if a Norwegian chick wanted to fuck me for citizenship, I'd fuck for Norwegian citizenship.
Yeah, that's hard to get though.
That's why. You know, it's valuable, man.
But I'm saying like they wouldn't even.
So you'll fuck an old lady for it.
100%.
80-year-old lady.
For Norwegian citizenship.
Yeah.
I'd nut in her.
Oh, you a dirty,
Nasty man.
Nasty.
There's no
filthy-
chances that
filthy
she's getting
animal.
pregnant. It doesn't matter.
And you're getting the
filthy
health
animal.
insurance.
Matter of fact, I think if you're fucking an old lady who's through menopause, you nut in her anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's a
You don't
win.
want to clean it up after. Imagine cleaning up to the folds, like to the wrinkles. Like you have to really get in.
Oh, you're a nice guy. You're
crevices?
Yeah, really,
You're in
like-
there. You're in there cleaning it up too.
No, I'm not. I'm saying I'm not gonna clean it up.
That's good.
Throw it inside the bin.
I'm just imagining when you're Benihana and they do the volcano trick with the onion, and she's like, like she's like you're.
Do you see that? Huh? I'm showing you the finer things in life.
No, but like you're like your dick's like the onion.
Oh, but just imagine just old hands gripping your cock, just
Gnarled.
just all wrinkly and just
Like rheumatoid arthritis
like
hands.
the nails are getting a little yellowish and shit.
bro,
and
why
it's
you gotta
just-
do this?
I'm just giving you the full
You said that
visual.
she was a good 55, bro.
No. I said she's 70.
But that she looks like a good 55.
I didn't say a good 55. I just said she looks like a 55, 60-year-old lady.
Oh man,
That's what I said.
it's done. The deal's done.
That was done.
My credit card debt is gone. I'm gonna buy a crib. I gotta forget this eternal sunshine of the spotless mind in this situation. Never gotta
What
remember.
if you
this
love it now? Now you love fucking old ladies.
again. I learned something about myself.
That's
bro.
your thing. That's your thing now.
Yeah,
that
you're
would
like
suck.
Ray Fiennes in Grand Budapest.
That would. Oh my god, that would suck. That would suck if that was a thing. That became a thing. That would suck. I hope that never.
You just have to
becomes
own
a
it,
thing.
man. You can't go
You
backwards.
know what you think about this for a second, right? Let's say you get married and you have a woman that you're with for the rest of your life, and you guys get old.
Sure.
You guys are gonna get old. So
Yeah.
at some point, all of our thing, if we make it to that age, because we're so blessed to
They will
be there.
both be old.
Yeah, but it's still just because you're old also doesn't make her not old.
But it's easier to kind of
accept.
like enjoy it and accept it because y'all both old. Like you see, if there's like
Do you think old people are imagining them when they were young while they're fucking them?
Maybe.
maybe I'm sure.
I remember when there's some young.
I'm sure.
Just talking
Just,
about like
it's just you know it looks
before.
weird like an old lady's hands on a young vibrant beef, or old guy hands on
I'm
like
not gonna lie to you. I
a
don't
young
know.
box.
Is there a difference between an old dick and a young dick? I don't know. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie to
that's
you.
probably a lot worse.
There's gotta be difference.
think so?
Your dick they gotta age just like anything else.
But like, do you think like liver spots? Like, what happens to your dick?
I feel like your dick does get spotty when you get older.
It gets droopier for sure. You've seen like at the gym, and there's like some old guy with his balls out.
So I have
and they're,
something
like,
to
on
look
the
forward
fucking
to.
floor.
That's growth.
No, because it might be just mostly skin. That's just
Just
dragging.
skin
It's not more
drooping?
meat. It's not more meat. It's not like meat is just slipping out. It's like, oh, I got just extra sausage.
Some extra.
It's falling out of your gut.
Some extra
like,
beef is just falling out of my body.
no, you're just getting extra skin, just extra layer of
Might
skin.
add some girth. You wrap it around, tape it.
Oh, and then
This is horrible.
your balls low as shit. I'm telling you.
Oh god.
And then they're sitting on your balls for you.
Getting. I've sat on my balls before, bro. I got legs. I have thighs. It's very easy for me to sit on one of my balls.
No.
Well, I think what
You
maybe
have
happens
fucking what?
It's just like how we were saying, like when you get like the arc of how much fucks you give. Like when you get older, you're just like fuck it, like
I'll
this is
fuck
the only
anything.
thing. Yeah, and like you hear about how at retirement communities that like STDs all of a sudden become a big problem because since Viagra became a thing, they can fuck again.
Yeah.
And like it's
Oh,
all
so
these
they're
people
yeah.
who like don't know what condoms are. And like,
Condoms.
First and
We
foremost,
never wore no condoms.
I'm at 80 years old. Condoms don't exist. I'm
Right.
keeping 100.
But then you're like, oh,
Literally
I guess, but
years
then,
old.
you know,
I'm not like. You're using condoms at 80?
No shot in hell.
You're using condoms at 80?
I mean, not if I'm like still married, but if I'm like,
No, you're a single 80-year-old living your best life.
Yeah, you're living your best life.
I don't know who these like these nursing home whores are. They're just like dirty as shit.
So you're gonna use condoms?
Yeah.
You know what would suck to get
Imagine
Nah,
rolling
you-
down. First off, you don't even have the dexterity anymore to roll.
Nah,
condoms out.
if you get taking a blue chew, your dexterity should be at a full time.
Yeah.
Full force. But I was gonna say, you know how much I would be depressed at life to get an STD at 80? At
Depressed.
fucking 80, bro? I gotta deal with gonorrhea at 80.
You're saying deal with as if this is something that you would deal with. You're on your way out. Dog.
Yes, but still, no. Let's say you're 80.
At that point, let it take you out.
No. No. Let's get it twisted. Let's say you're 80,
Yeah.
and with the modern science and all that kind of
You
shit,
could live to like 100.
let's say you live to 95. You get another 15
That's
years.
20 years.
That
that you gotta
damn near
deal with.
20. You dealing with STD at 80.
Yeah, that'd be kind of wild.
That'd be kind of crazy. You know why I say that? Because your immune system's not that strong.
I mean, but
so you got to deal with all this
the
bullshit.
good thing is that like medical care is always around at that age.
So hopefully they got to
catch it quick.
What if you get the herpes though? The big old H at 80.
That's it, man. It's a wrap. That's like that's it till that's it till you're dead. Like you got it.
Yo, that is my biggest fear, bro.
I think I'd get on a boat and just float away somewhere.
I'm gonna go to Cuba and see if they got some shit over there.
You think Cuba will
I
have
think
it?
Cuba
Go
got
to
it.
That'd be the
Brazil.
place.
Cuba got the stash.
Yeah, Cuba got good medical care.
Cuba got
Yeah.
fucking
Everyone's got
great
health
medicine.
insurance.
Yeah.
Great fucking medicine over there.
First off, we already know. I think we had this conversation about which one would you give, cure, or
Oh yeah, and
You're
I'm
giving everyone herpes.
No.
Oh, no, it wasn't
I'm
herpes.
curing herpes. I'm giving somebody AIDS.
Jesus Christ.
Because we can
Someone
cure
clip
that.
that.
Wow.
Someone clip that shit.
That needs to be
But that
clipped.
don't.
That needs to be clipped. That is bad. Wow. So emotional unavailability. So
Hold on. We're not swinging on that comment right there. What I just made right there. I gotta give some context. Whoever didn't listen to the last shows to understand what we're talking about here. All right. There's a game that's stupid.
you dug yourself in.
No, I dug myself in.
This feels
No,
good.
but there's gonna be a lot of people who trust me. They're gonna understand my point. You either can give somebody something, you can cure something, and you can catch something. It was between herpes, HIV or AIDS.
It was the same shit basically. One is just an evolved version of the other.
Yeah,
so,
but you'd
That's it.
rather have HIV.
If you have HIV, that's right. Which one we're going with?
so HIV, herpes, and hepatitis. The three
Even
H's.
better one. Okay, even better. So, I am curing herpes. Finally. Just me curing herpes
When
alone.
people want people to agree with them, they
No.
add verbiage
I got-
next to their
no,
decision. You
really.
know that? Like, finally, you
Yeah.
see what I'm doing for you guys?
Exactly. I will get a fucking Nobel Peace Prize
Trump.
for going for herpes right here.
It's tremendous. It's wet.
Yeah.
and just out of
Folks,
being
it's so lit.
being as good as a person I am, I'll keep hepatitis B.
You're gonna have.
I'll
hepatitis.
catch that. But I'm giving somebody HIV, bro. Somebody's getting that HIV.
It doesn't sound any less crazy with context.
This is what the context is.
That's
Everybody
weird.
knows out there. There's damn near a cure for HIV out there. It's out there. There is absolutely zero shot of a doubt you can fix herpes.
People don't die from herpes though. Really.
Yeah, right. That's the only disease that can't kill you.
But are you living? Let's be honest. Are you living
Yeah.
with herpes? Are you living?
Do I make this Usher joke?
Is Usher living? He's not living.
He's living.
I mean, he's living.
Michael Vick
You
living?
know what? Nah.
Michael Vick has herpes?
This is
Yeah,
not.
that was that whole Ron Mexico shit.
This is not
Oh,
living.
shit.
This is not living. When you gotta look down at your fucking dick and it just looks like looks like Six
Only
Flags
every once
Greater
in a
Veg-
while.
No,
It's not permanent.
And then you don't even know
vanity.
one's gonna come. No, that's not living. When you bag a beautiful woman, they's like, okay, this is gonna be the night.
This ain't the night.
And then it's not the night.
So HIV is the night.
HIV, you can cure it. You can get out of it.
No, for it, there's no cure right now for it.
Allegedly. Dr. CB.
Here's the
Dr.
word.
What is
CB.
this? What conspiracy garbage is going on
Dr.
here?
CB.
He's this conspiracy.
I'm a
theory
conspiracy
bag
guy.
right now.
I'm on my conspiracy.
curve right
I'm
now.
on my conspiracy shit. Dr. CB said there is a cure.
I'm just
and
saying.
there's
Who the
magic.
fuck is Dr. CB?
Look up Dr. CB. Tell me, look,
It's a
as
legit
as
thing.
as
Is he like Dr. Bronner? Like who is that?
no,
guy?
legit- he's a legit thing.
He's a holistic doctor. He's a holistic
All I'm
guy.
saying
Okay, so
is-
he's not a legit thing.
All right, look. This is pro-choice Royce. So all my holistic people, get at this motherfucker
at
right
Royce.
here. Get at Royce. He don't believe in Dr. CB.
All I'm saying is herpes is like, all right, tonight's not the night. HIV is like, it's never the night. Ever.
Nah.
HIV is herpes for the inside.
Nah. Let's look at it like this. You can probably click up with another HIV person.
No. HIV is not the same. There's different strains. You know you can fuck, like let's say if you have HIV and someone else has HIV and y'all fuck, you can create super HIV.
HIV.
I'm not even
Double.
joking. That's
Yeah, it's like you got
that's a
two kinds of the
fucking
flu.
It's a fucking thing. I'm not even joking. It sounds cool.
Hey, nigga, what you got the super hit?
It sounds
What
funny.
what you got super
It
AIDS?
sounds funny, but it's true, bro. It's true.
You know, there's somebody right now listening to this podcast who has it, and they're hurting right
This
now.
just got mad dark. This-
Yeah, grim.
can use protection, please, everybody? Get tested.
Listen to the billboards. Use PrEP if you think you maybe got exposed.
Oh man. Oh my
Jesus,
goodness.
this is dark. Yo,
Oh,
Curb,
man.
you are an animal.
On that note,
I want to get into emotional availability before you try to cut this fucking
Yeah,
podcast, bro. It's not happening. We're only at an hour.
I gotta kind of, guys. I might cut out short here. I'll be honest with you guys. I got some previous.
Kirby has to
arrangement.
be into this emotional availability conversation. After that, you can go.
Okay.
All right. Because we might do a quick episode.
Go ahead.
I got tools to use. So listen, emotionally unavailable. That's a thing that I've been called before.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever?
Yeah, I've been called that.
Royce,
Sure.
you've
When
been
I
called
was
emotionally
younger.
unavailable when you were younger.
Yeah.
You're now emotional. You're emotionally unavailable right now.
I don't think that's true.
No, he's available.
Who can get emotionally available? Who can you be emotionally available to right now?
My partner.
That's it.
No,
If somebody
I mean-
else wanted some emotional availability from you, they
could
can't
be,
get it.
No, he could be from.
My
He could be
friend.
no with us.
I feel like when you're in a relationship, you're not emotionally available anymore.
I don't think that's true.
Well, then that speaks to your relationships.
Yeah, if you only have so much availability, that you can only be really.
That was a little too real, Kurt. I hurt me, man.
Yeah, you can see in Josh's eyes. He was like, he started like,
I was actually at that moment. I'm like, what's a rebuttal? I'm like, because I have to reflect on that now. Let me write that down. I gotta think about that for a second. I tried to make a joke against Royce, and Kirby hit me with a fucking haymaker.
I gave you some therapy.
I
Therapy fodder. I gave you some therapy fodder.
I just, you know what? I make jokes sometimes to make jokes on other people, and then I just got punched in the face. Like it was like you're trying to fight someone, and their friend hit you from the side. That's what just happened to me.
I'm sorry, bro.
I'm gonna take
it.
it.
It was such a good joke that you
I appreciate it.
you just led me there.
I threw the alley-oop unintentionally.
And it was so good. It was. I just had like for the sake of the joke.
Now what I have to do is completely ignore that any of that happened. But seriously, being emotionally unavailable, right? That's the thing I've definitely been called. Kirby, you've
Yes,
obviously been called that
I've been
before.
called that too much.
And Royce, you've been called that before also. And
So and
what the fuck is that? Like,
yeah.
what is this thing about? Like, it's almost used as an insult.
Yeah, because I wonder, like, I feel like my availability sometimes is compartmentalized.
Compartmentalized.
Yeah, in the sense of like when I'm in a situation where I'm dealing with a female and I know I'm like not committing to the situation. I just it's just a sexual thing or it's nothing too serious. That's when being emotionally unavailable has came up, right? Like where they feeling like I'm not being vulnerable or I'm not allowing myself to be vulnerable, to be out there. But then I wonder if it's also, can you also use that with friendships? Can you use being emotionally unavailable with friendship? Does that?
sure, you could.
Can you, like, that's what you made me think about it. Can it be used like because I wonder, have you ever had the experience when you're dealing with a female where they bring up the point where it's like you give your friends more attention or you seem to give your friends more attention than you do to me?
I've definitely had a situation where it's like when you talk to your friend, you sound
more excited.
So much, yeah. I definitely
yeah.
got that mad time.
Yeah, and then like when you talk to me, you're like depressed and shit and down.
You're boring, bitch. What you want me to do? What the fuck? no, that's mean. But yes, I've definitely experienced that before. But I think emotional availability in the context of what it means today in like culture or just in like this generation, I don't think it's, by definition, yes, you can be emotionally available for your friend. Like if you come to me and you need some help or there's something but I think in the context that people use it, like women or men use it against a potential partner as an insult, where they're like, oh, I'm sick of these emotionally unavailable men. Like fuck these niggas, right? Like these emotionally unavailable people. And then you got to be like, damn, like first off, you're bitter. That's one. Two, it's like, I am emotionally unavailable because I have other things that I are prioritizing right now, right? So I just think this idea of using emotional unavailability, I think the reason why it's more prevalent when it comes to romantic partners as opposed to friends is that there's not that much of a commitment with friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like with friends, like me and you can get emotional with each other, but that doesn't mean that I'm emotionally available for you, right? Because if I'm like, yo, Curb, I can't talk right now, I'm busy, you're not going to be like, exactly. Like there's no obligation there on a romantic level. There's no intimacy as far as that. So it's like it's a little different. I think that's more so just being a good friend, and being willing to hear your friend out and empathizing. Now, emotional availability is being willing to attach yourself to someone and they can feed off of your emotion. Like you'll love them, you'll care about them on a level that they want to be cared at. It's not about what you want to give them. It's about what they want to receive.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like it's funny, like that whole. I feel like I've gotten that one for the sake of whether not just not being ready, or also too, it's kind of like it could be like I've gotten that. Oh, you just seem like you just don't, you're emotionally unavailable. Or you're not giving it attention and time, or you're not giving me the attention and time or whatever. But it's funny. Sometimes I would find myself in moments like me thinking I'm being emotionally available, but I guess it's not enough. So it should be like, oh no, you're not being enough of it.
Well, that's the problem. Is that I'm a huge believer in managing expectation.
Yeah.
You can have standards, and I'm a firm believer that you have standards. There's things that you want. There are requirements that you hold, that what you want out of a partner, and that's okay. It's like a preference, right? Like, let's say if you really like a deal breaker for you is like a woman with big lips. Like, that's something that you really enjoy, and you don't want to be with a woman without big lips. That's okay, as long as you are aware of that and that you don't hurt anybody's feelings behind that, right? You're like, oh, you don't got big lips, fuck you, bitch, right? Like, don't do that. But if you know, I'm not even gonna, I know that this is a deal breaker for me, I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah.
But then there's this idea of like I said, managing expectations. It's okay to have standards. The problem is when you talk to somebody and they put their expectations on you.
Yeah.
And they say, listen, this is what I expect. And instead of me finding someone willing to live up to that, I'm going to force you to live up to those expectations.
And I think that becomes the biggest problem. And I think that's where I've like clashed with some like my past situationships is like we're in just it's just being in two different places. Cause it's funny enough, like when I look at it like when I'm ready to be emotionally available, I can be. Yeah. When I want to be.
It's also the person.
But that's what I'm saying. It's the person. It's unfortunate, though. It's an unfortunate fact that sometimes, the person that you're with at that particular moment just doesn't bring it out of you. I'm speaking from a male's perspective, or at least from my personal experience. Doesn't bring it out of me to even want to be emotionally available because I don't even want to give her that much. I don't want to be that vulnerable to give her that much because of the sake of the relationship. It doesn't need it because that's not, doesn't vibe. Yeah, it doesn't vibe because that's not what, and it's big, and it's kind of got to a point where it's like, I'd rather be super cold with you and ice cold to, like you said, not build up an expectation so that later on you're going to hate me even more because then I led you on and I made you seem like I made you seem like I was more available than I'm not. But the interesting thing though, if we could flip into it when we are emotionally available, there's been times where I'm emotionally available and I want to like, and I'm saying meaning like I am putting the energy and the vibe out there that I either want to pursue something serious or that I really like this person or that I'm showing that I want to give you all my time and my attention. And there's been times where I've done that and then it's been rejected. Yeah. Maybe not like a direct rejection, like no, but it'll be something like, they'll maybe didn't see me in that light or they're not ready now because they just got out of something and they're just not in that place but I'm in that place. So it's like, then I feel like as guys, I feel like every time we open the door and then we close it,
you get the touching the stove complex.
Yeah, and it makes it harder to open. Yeah. It's just every time you open up and you get shut down, and it's like probably like women listen to this right now, be like, we're being little kids, but it's really, I think it's a real thing. Like as guys that we deal with.
I don't think they're saying we're being little kids because I think a lot of women experience that. Women actually I think experience that a lot more because men tend to be way more rootless because of the way that we're set up to. The way that we're set up to handle emotions is that we bottle it in, we don't communicate it, so that when we do have an issue with a woman that we're dealing with, we don't tell them. Yeah. So we tend to end things or to break things off in a way where we'll be assholes or we'll be cold to them. So they got to sit there and they got to question who they are as people. And what happens is that makes them more insecure, and then it leads them to a place where they're more hesitant to open up to other people way more often than men are, right? So it's this idea men are constantly protecting their emotions while women are constantly being vulnerable and then also being hurt at the same time. So I don't think that they're looking at you like, oh, you're being a kid. I think they're looking at you more like, duh, that's what it's always been for us. You know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, but that's not, I don't want to generalize completely because I'm sure there's some women that don't experience that. But I think like what you said, it's the idea of sometimes the person that you want to be emotionally available to is resistant to it, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
And like as I've gotten older, I've just learned to like eat that even more. Like if there's a because there's two schools of thought. When you're like chasing somebody that you want, let's say, right, from coming from what I've learned, that like as a guy and stuff like that, you have you either could be super persistent on the one that you want.
Yeah.
You either could just, even if you get rejected, you just keep going until either it's full on rejection or
whoever
until,
wants to do that, you know what I mean?
but there's you know, I'm not sure if you could remember, but there's a lot of relationship starter stories that start out like, yeah, I didn't like this guy. I didn't even like him at first, but you know, I just see, you know, he's kept around or he was persistent or whatever. I've heard a lot of females.
I wonder what that says about me, that if I'm making an effort and the effort's being shot down, I'm done.
Well, you gotta look at it like this. I think it's a thin line. I think we gotta find that line between like chasing and courting.
Yeah.
Because there's that old school mentality where guys would have to court women, where you have to really chase them. You gotta like go out your way, and she would be kind of closed off. But it's kind of like a game. It's kind of, you gotta crack it open, and once you crack her open, it's like she'll be, you know, I guess available for you. So it's kind, but there's a thin line though. And I feel like maybe our generation, especially this new generation, we're so quick to like, yeah, if bitch is not giving me no attention, I'm not fucking with her.
I just don't want to be where I'm not wanted.
And I think, which is, I think that's a funny.
Who wants to be in that
line.
energy?
Yeah, that's a funny
You know what I
line.
mean?
That's a funny line that women like. Oh man, I want to get a female guest to talk about this, because speaking of female friends of mine, they'll look at that as like, oh, you gave up too quick.
No, bitch, you're playing games.
It's not about giving up. Dynamic.
This isn't. Here's the thing. This is what doesn't make sense, because I've had female friends that tell me the same thing, and I always tell them the same thing. I'm like, yo, you females are constantly complaining about men playing games. Females are constantly talking about men who don't communicate, who are not transparent in what they want, who are not transparent in what their intentions are, who are not transparent in whether they're emotionally available or not, what they want to do, where they want to go, what they want to eat. They constantly complain about the lack of transparency and communication and relationships and the way that they deal with men. And then when you're trying to make an effort and they want to play games with this hard to get shit, or they want to put themselves in a position where they seem unattainable just for the sake of you putting in extra effort, it's like, come on, dog. It's just stupid, because it's like, I'm trying to be this person that like is just honest and transparent. I want to be with you, and you're just like showing, like, feigning this lack of interest just for the sake of seeing me try harder. Yeah. And it's like, come on, dog. Let's just be real. Let's be adults about this.
And I think that's why I you know, in this generation we preach like, keep it real, keep it fun, keep it honest. I think because of that, because I think it's and Royce, I want you to like get your thoughts on this. Like, I feel like it's an old school way of thinking, like that. Definitely. It's an old school way of thinking in terms of like, you know, you gotta, and I'm just using the word courting the woman. Like, you gotta really
that's
go
an
out
old
your
school.
way.
That's old school term in itself.
You gotta go through your, you know, go through the hoops of trying to get her and trying to impress her, and you know, because you know what, I find it funny, because it's like, I guess we live in such an abundant society that we look at it like this as guys now. Oh, you don't want to fuck with me?
I'll find someone.
I'll find something. Like, I go on Instagram. There's, you know, I was telling my boy this yesterday. Instagram really has opened up, not social media in general has opened my eyes to the amount of beautiful women that's around the world.
Yeah.
Like, every day you see a new random beautiful chick, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, so, you know, like, what's your take, Royce, on that? Like, is there a fine line between like courting and then chasing?
Yeah, I mean, there's like a big difference. I think it also has to do with just like maturity of the person you're dealing with. Like, the only girls I ever had who like expressed that kind of like, oh, I just wanted you to try harder, or it was just like that kind of thing, was like the first girls I was dating in like, you know, my teens. And like, when I would ask them like, but that sounds like bullshit. Like, why bother with that? They're like, it's fun. And I'm like, that's not fun.
Yeah.
Fun for who?
Yeah,
well, I guess
exactly.
because we love. I mean, girls in general, and us fellas, but girls, they love attention.
They want to be wanted.
They want to be wanted, and we all want to be wanted. But I think that when, especially when she likes the guy, and the guy's really going above and beyond to show her affection, I think that's when it's like, I want that chase, I want that feeling.
Here's the thing, though. If you express that you like me, and you're giving me the vibe, and I can vibe with you authentically, as opposed to like me trying to chase you, I will treat you better. Like, if I'm like, oh, this is mutual. Oh shit, this means I can invest more. Like, when it's mutual, I can invest more, because that means that there's potential here. But if you're showing me that like I might be gambling, I'm not a gambler. I'm not here to throw craps. I'm not here to play poker. I'm here to actually, like, all right, this is an investment. Like, if we're gonna do this, I want to invest in this, and I'm not gonna invest in anything that I feel like isn't gonna turn a profit.
I think that's a great tip you could give to women that are listening, for real, because I feel like that's something that like, because I've experienced that too. Like, one thing I would love, and it doesn't, you don't even have to, because, you know, I'm sure, like, I think there's, you know, whether you want to call it a game or whatever it is, I think there is a little bit of, you know, sometimes just being blatantly blunt isn't always like sexy,
No,
right?
definitely not. So don't come on too hard.
Don't come on too, yeah. So women might not come out front and be like, I like you too, nigga, so keep doing what you doing.
I want you?
But you can, you know, so I was talking with somebody and they asked me, some woman, she asked me for advice, like, how do I, you know, let a guy know that I like them, and you know, we're friends, but I kind of like them and I want to show them like that I kind of like them. Like, what can I do? So one little tip I think I was like, you can start with like little flirty texts. You can send pictures, not nudes, not like ass out pictures, but something that's maybe showing off your body, your curves, and it could just be you in a dress, something that you would put on Instagram, but you send it just for him to see.
Yeah,
that kind of like lets the guy know, like, oh, okay, I know she likes me. It's not you blatantly coming out the window and saying, look, guy, I like you, but you're showing that you want some more attention. You know, I like what you're doing and shit like that. I feel like if women, then it would be less gambling for men, because it's like, man, we don't want rejection. We're fucking free. So if you're putting in mad time and investment, and you don't know if she likes you, that can make you turn the chick and be like, fuck this bitch, I ain't trying to fuck with her like that.
A big thing for me is emotional vulnerability. If we can be emotionally vulnerable together and we could talk about like our dreams, our ambitions, the things that we want to do, where we want to go in life, and like our traumas, what we've been through, like that for me is like we're building something here, right? Like we're getting to know each other on a different level. All that other shit is cool, but like I want to get to know you.
Exactly.
Let's get to know each other.
Exactly.
So for me, that's like
it's I mean, I'm at a stage right now, I'll be honest with the podcast listeners, I'm at a stage where I'm being very emotional, vulnerable. I'm in the process of trying to court a woman right now. So I'm in the first time.
That sounds mad crazy.
I know, right?
In the process of courting a woman.
Yeah, that's the best. That's my word of the week.
Taking her to the balls.
That's my word of the week.
Like balls, like dancing balls.
Negotiating her down.
I'm taking her to my balls.
Just taking her to.
But it's the first time in a long time that I'm like consciously trying to put myself out there, consciously trying to like, you know, put my emotions out there with the possibility of, you know, getting hurt.
Kirby's trying to get wifed up.
Yeah, the boy's in a little bit of a cuffing mode and shit.
Trying to get wifed up. Nah, cuffing. You're trying to get wifed up.
Yeah.
Kirby's trying to be a wife.
So I'm at a funny place because I'm having inner conversations with myself that are like interesting as fuck, just in terms of like, are you ready?
So
like,
you're becoming emotionally available. You're opening up the flower that is you.
Yeah, basically.
You're blooming.
Yeah. But if
so proud of you.
But this is what happens when you're 32.
Your eyes are becoming less beady by the moment.
True, but this is what happens when you're 32. When you're 32, you open up, but there's a safety valve that you can always grab. That just in case shit hits the fan,
release that water.
It's kind of like a what you call like a moat. You know, you got the moat around the house, and so right now I'm letting the bridge down so people can start coming in. But if I feel like I pull it back, it's
gone too far,
and I'm welding that shit with some welding, and I'm gonna weld that shit right around. That shit will come down again.
Listen, I can't make jokes right now. Go ahead, I fuck with it. I was gonna make a really good joke,
but
I just couldn't. You know what it is? It's a real situation. They're being serious, and I appreciate it.
I know. It's all good.
Just saying, mess with the wrong girl, it's crazy. She's gonna swim that fucking moat
and get your ass.
She'll find you.
I might like that shit.
Climb over that fucking wall.
I'll be like, damn, this girl's crazy. I like her.
That's what happens.
Trying to get killed.
That's what happens when you grow up in fucking Latino household.
Yeah,
that's a byproduct of fucking being a Latino.
She showed me that she loves me.
Listen, I was told this week that Hispanic isn't a thing. Like, to say Hispanic is like insulting.
As opposed to like Latinx.
Come on, no, don't start this shit now.
Isn't that crazy?
Now Hispanic is offensive now?
They're saying Hispanic is government made, which it is. Like they say,
everything is government. What do you mean government made?
Yeah, like all races constructed. So like
somebody decided to say African American. Somebody decided Caucasian.
Why are you looking at me and saying Caucasian?
I don't know. It's just I feel like I had to bounce around. Somebody decided the name of Jewism.
That's Caucasian. He's Caucasian.
Oh,
me and saying Caucasian.
Well, somebody quite literally like from the Caucasus or whatever.
The Caucasus Mountains, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, fuck you guys. All right.
I'm trying
to make a point here.
It's just
so they say Hispanic has no heritage.
I don't call police on ice cream trucks. That's a Caucasian thing. I call them on ice cream trucks if they're selling drugs. I
call them on little white girls at lemonade stands.
Definitely calling the cops on them. First,
I need your permit. Does
the IRS know about this?
Well, are you collecting taxes on this?
I need your EIN number. Can I see it?
That's the only way. That has actually. That's what people should start doing. instead of just like, because police just keep being called on like black people at parties or like selling drinks on the corner.
Yeah.
Just start calling them on like little white girls, and, like to make a point.
Yeah, I love it. Let's traumatize everyone else. Fuck it. We're ruining childhoods now.
Oh my God!
Listen, this is a great episode. You have a quote? No, wait. Before we do that, because we're gonna end the episode now for Kirby's corner.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I just gotta end the
Kirby's
episode. No, this is why. Because we kind of changed the time on what we're gonna record. We're starting to start early now. We're not doing late sessions.
Can I be more specific?
No, I'm gonna be honest. And
Kirby changed the time.
I changed the time because I'm trying to give somebody else some attention also on this day.
Yeah. And we love Kirby.
And I kind of made a time. I was gonna be there, and
I'm proud of Kirby.
Thank you, appreciate that.
I'm very proud of Kirby.
Well.
Thank
I
you.
see a lot
thank
of
you.
growth in Kirby.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Yeah.
Over the 40 episodes. Let's see what happened in episode 80.
Goes back the other way. Kirby's pure CCO.
Yeah, he's just coming on strangers.
Yeah.
I'll be coming subreddit.
Yeah, right.
You're gonna be in like random acts of blowjob. Kirby's gonna be a different person. All right,
let's get into the-
boys, get into your subreddit. And
All
then
right.
we'll do the
So
quote.
this is a fun one. This is called r/as a black man, and what this subreddit is not actual black men. It's whenever you see someone online who is obviously pretending to be someone they're not. Like it's a person almost always a right-wing person who's like, well, I'm black and I think that black on black crime is the real problem, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's just really obvious and clumsy. And like there's a Trump Twitter account that tweets, this man is far from alone. We blacks have woken up and are understanding just how the hashtag DNC did all they could to keep us in ghettos and embrace a loser mentality. No more hashtag blacks for Trump. But the profile of the Avi is using Monique Coleman from High School Musical.
Oh, I've been seeing that a lot lately. It's funny.
It's
It's funny.
it's basically all like sock puppet stuff.
I've been seeing a lot of them shits.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what you're talking. Let me see it.
It's a
Like
famous,
fake
it's using
black Twitter accounts.
a fake black Twitter account, but pretend
Trying to be pro black, but it's a fake black.
So they're
Twitter
making
account.
like Russian bots, but for the black community.
yeah, basically.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's almost always like
Jesus.
really clumsy white dudes who like
That you can tell like
who say things like "we blacks." You
Yeah,
know,
like
the way
who-
that
like
black people
would
always do.
we in the what's that Dave Chappelle shit, bro?
Which one? The Black Klansman dude?
No, where they do the Olympic races.
Oh, the racial draft.
Where he's like the black.
The black community here go for
What's
Tiger
the
Woods.
Damn, what was the name?
The delegation. The black delegation.
The black delegation. We at the black delegation. That's what it sounds like she's saying. We at the black delegation here are.
So wait, what did she say?
It was a Twitter account saying like "we blacks have woken up that the DNC wants to keep us in ghettos and like be losers and stuff."
That's hilarious.
And it's just a famous person, and it's the Avi. There's an amazing one here. I'll try to find it. That's literally someone using Martin Lawrence because they just must not know who he is.
As an Avi?
Yeah. With Twitter account Roscoe Jenkins. Yes, I am black. Yes, I'm allowed to be libertarian. If you disagree with me, kindly go fuck yourself.
Oh my god.
Feminism is cancer. Leftist is cancer. Racism is cancer. And it's just Martin Lawrence.
Wow. What a time to be alive.
That's crazy.
It's really wild stuff. You see things like this is a different.
That's why but Twitter's gonna start getting like Facebook. You're gonna have to start authenticating yourself before you can get an account.
That's what's gonna end up happening.
gonna start
but the
doing-
thing is about it is that like, I don't know if you know, but Twitter has like terrorist organizations.
And they're trying to.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
they're trying to
there's
combat it. They're trying to like get rid of it somehow, but it's tough because you
They're not trying that hard.
Obviously, I guess business is business.
There's also an amazing one stuff from Reddit of like someone saying in one comment that they're Puerto Rican, and then commenting 2 comments later to say that they're a different Cambodian Vietnamese person, but they like forgot to switch their sock puppet account. And the person's like, it's the same
shit.
one. Or someone using a picture of a black kid to say like, this is me, like for your all your racist leftist cucks, but it's actually a picture of a kid who was arrested for using a fake debit card.
Wow. So it's just people just finding these random black people and putting them.
It's not even the same picture. It's they made his skin lighter too. You can actually tell if you look at the picture.
Jesus.
I see. Yeah, I can see they made it lighter. Wow. And it was funny. I was reading that like I was that Twitter has become, people take Twitter as almost the as a real source for information. I mean,
People get news. They really get news.
Because I mean,
off
you
it.
can get actual news from it, but if you don't know what to filter out, and like you have people creating fake accounts, like like Royce is showing us, it's crazy. That's why that's why the mob mentality on Twitter is fucking scary, bro.
It's fucked up.
It's scary.
Yo, the Twitter is the way that people have been taken down, like their careers. Like with this guy, the guy that does the Guardians of the Galaxy.
For the sake of roasting, really, sometimes for the sake of trolling.
Yes,
people do it just for the sake of it.
It's just people do it. It's like you said, mob mentality.
Yeah.
They just jump in on the. It's like a group of people who see a fight, and then one person jumps in, and then all of a sudden everybody, like, you're not even part of the fight. And all of a sudden you're throwing chairs. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like what was the dude James Gunn, right? Did we talk about him?
We talked. I think we mentioned it in passing. We didn't
Yeah,
really,
but like that guy,
we didn't drive into it.
he made a bunch of fucked up Twitter jokes. And
Yes.
They weren't even like that bad.
They weren't that bad, but whatever.
We live in a set of time.
This is actually one that's really funny. So this is on Ask Reddit for pediatricians. What's the strangest behavior you've ever seen in a kid? And this is someone saying, as a gay guy, I only let them watch normal porn. It's guys and girls. They can focus on what they like either way. Gay porn gets into very bad moral areas, unfortunately. A lot of gay men like to be treated like shit due to bad upbringing and social condemning. It's creating a bad culture. Keep the teens away from it. And someone posts, r/as a black man, what gay person calls straight porn normal porn?
Word. I've never even used it. I don't think I used the term. This is normal porn. To name it as straight porn.
Just porn.
It's just porn.
Just porn.
And also, if you were gay, you wouldn't call it normal porn.
You call it gay porn.
You would just call
straight porn, right? You would say straight porn, yeah. I would assume you have.
Oh, you mean like normal porn? I'm sure right now there's a community somewhere in San Francisco in the Berkeley area that's saying it's cis porn. 100%.
Oh, I'm sure there are trans people who call it, hetero cis porn or whatever.
100%.
That's fucking
because they're
hilarious.
weirdos.
That's fucking hilarious.
It's an interesting Reddit.
Yeah.
All you did is just tell us more about how white people are trying to fuck with black people. So
yeah, pretty much.
It's
just new in different ways.
Sweat trickling down my fucking back, bro. It's hot in this bitch.
First off, that's real personal information.
Oh fuck. But yes, that was hilarious. All right. So now it's time. Oh wait, real quick, because we're gonna wind this shit down. You already got the song. Just shout your shit out, Royce, real quick before I.
Oh sure. At Pro Choice Royce on Twitter and Instagram. Night Shift Films, NITE shiftfilms.com. The rap we got our post through. We're submitted to festivals, so cross your fingers for us, and I hope it works out.
Perfect. And on that note, it's time for my favorite part of the show. This is the positive quote of the show. This is when we get you, after talking all that bullshit and that wild shit and probably getting you fired for playing us on speaker, this is the time where you could help clean your sin in your soul. So this one, actually, I was listening to a lot of, for those who may have heard in last shows, one of my favorite motivational speakers is Jim Rohn. You can find him on YouTube, JIMROHN. He passed away. Great fucking guy. He had said something in one of his seminars that really hit me. He said something like this: when they write the story of your life, let it show your wins and let it show your losses, but don't let them show that you didn't play. Meaning, don't let them show that you didn't try. Don't let them show that you try to take risks, that you try to become better than who you were. At the end of the day, you are writing literally every single day. I think about this for myself. I'm writing the story of my life, and at the end, what is it going to be? What is it going to tell? What's the story people are going to tell years and years after I'm gone? So make sure you try, you experiment, you try any goal that you want to go for. You shoot your shot for that girl you want to talk to or that guy you want to do. You create that business you want to do. Try. Let it show. Let your story, your life be a full example, full of wisdom, full of experience, and full of love and happiness and pain and joy and all that good shit that life has to offer. So, and if you want to find me, you can find me at Kirby's Cups, KERBYS Cups. Peace. I love you and stay great.
Try that ball gag. Try that writing.
That's the story. It could be the story of Josh's life now.
Try maybe fucking an 80-year-old for your rent to be paid for the year. Just try. Don't judge. Thank you guys for listening. You can find me at FazeFunk, FAZEFUNK on Instagram, and I don't even remember my Twitter handle, so whatever the fuck that is. And I'm gonna go into a song that I wanted to play. I've been thinking about playing this all week.
Let's get into it. I want to hear what's it about.
It's a good song.
Let me hear it. What you got?
I think a lot of people are gonna hate it. Because they do hate it already. Whatever. I don't care.
You know, all day they couldn't say the shit they wanted to say.
I fuck with
They
this
had
song.
the fake orgasms and shit.
I
We can
love
tell
this
niggas
song.
today, hey, I wanna come, motherfucker.
You're such a fucking
Oh man.
I love this
Oh
shit.
man. I can't believe it. This song
This is hard.
surprised the shit out of me when I heard this shit.
It's so hard.
boyfriend
This is a real. I feel like the 24-year-old me appreciates this.
I fuck with this shit, man. This shit's tough.
You know he's about to do a song with 6ix9ine too.
I fuck with
He's
it.
taking all the youth.
But here's the thing about it is that people are surprised like Kanye hasn't always been that guy.
Yeah, he always reaches out.
Always.
Yeah.
And not only that, he's always been animated.
Yeah.
Like look at his songs like Workout Plan, 808s and Heartbreaks, or fucking the
I
Flashing
mean, a lot of
Lights.
his videos been super
Animated and
crazy,
weird.
animated crazy.
Called,
Yeah. It's just
School Spirit, you know. Like,
Everything he's done.
you know what it is? I think people get frustrated with Kanye, but it's music, so it is what it is. He's having fun. People wouldn't want him to make this type of music. Like, what the fuck you talking about? Hoe and fucking
He's
nigga.
always been doing this.
But you know what I think? I think they want him to evolve, and
He evolved in his album and talked about mental illness, and they had issues.
I like a quick fuck. I'm a sick fuck.
What 20-year-old you? That's you right now.
I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick fuck.
I like my dick sucked. I like
you a sick truck.
Hey, this shit's tough as fuck.
I'm mad that it makes my head bounce.
Slipped up. I'm a sick fuck. I'm inappropriate. I like hearing stories.
This is us.
I like that whole
Oh, shit.
I wanna
This is
hear that
us.
shit. I
This is a
like
theme
that whole
song.
shit. Send me some more shit. You try
The whole bitch. This is the theme song for the podcast.
I love it.
It's about us,
You're such a fucking hoe.
right? Come on.
can't fight this shit knocks,
You
man.
not all day they can
Here's
say
what's
the shit they
crazier
wanna
about
say.
that song. What's crazy about that song is that that's literally that they made that for the Pornhub Awards.
I know you told me. Yeah, you told me.
Only for that.
Yeah, and that shit became a fucking monster. It probably became a monster hit.
Appreciate y'all. We played that whole song. We're probably gonna be out by now, but now we're in pre-roll, and Kirby needs to get the fuck out of
Yeah, I
here.
gotta be out of here.
But thank you guys. And I might do a little pre-roll with Royce.